Despite having traveled halfway across the world to explore beautiful places by bike, we've never been to one of the most unique landscapes in our own country, southern Utah. When we ask friends who have been there what it's like, they talk about it with a kind of awe and reverence usually reserved for places of worship. Our interest piqued, we pack up our bikes and gear and head down to the homelands of the ancestral Puebloan people. We arrive in an early October rainstorm.
Good morning.
Are we ready to go?
Kind of got a junk show here.
We have 3 days of water and 5 days of food, so pretty heavy.
We just left our camp at the start of our 5-day backpacking trip in southwestern Utah.
Eastern.
Southeastern Utah, around the Cedar Mesa area.
And now we are heading down the hill to Cane Gulch Ranger Station to get our permits validated for a couple of archaeological sites. And then we're gonna head out and go visit Moonhouse is our first stop, which is a archaeological site. Here we go.
So with my 6 liters of water strapped to the back of my rear rack, it turns out my bike has quite a shimmy while going downhill or moving with any sort of speed at all. And I'm gonna see if I can rearrange things because it gets a little scary going downhill. We just stopped at the Cane Gulch Ranger Station, learned that we needed to get a day hiking permit to go to a couple of the other ruins we wanted to go see, and had a nice long chat with a very friendly, very helpful volunteer ranger. Now we're off to go find the Moonhouse.
This is our first little hill. It's not even that bad of a hill. And it's hard. Heavy bike.
We're now on the dirt road to Moonhouse. It's nice to be away from traffic. The road is pretty nice, but at places it's a little bit sandy, so things are definitely slower going here. What are you learning?
That this was part of the wagon trail that those Mormons created.
In the late 1870s, the Mormon Church sent 70 families to this area to establish a settlement in the Four Corners region. A journey that was supposed to take 6 weeks took them 6 months. They blasted paths down the massive canyons of the Colorado River, chiseled trails through the sandstone cliffs of Cedar Mesa, and fought their way through thick peanut butter mud. During the route, their own scouts called this land terrain unfit for a bird to fly over.
The majority of the trail is listed on the National Register of Historic Places.
Cool.
Moonhouse.
House rules. Keep your feet off the furniture.
Don't pee in the parlor. Don't eat in the living room. No slumber parties. That's cute.
We're right here.
Yeah.
Let's go explore the Moonhouse.
Normally, you're not supposed to crawl inside ancestral Puebloan ruins. It can cause irreparable damage, even if you're careful.
It's very black in there.
But Moonhouse has an external courtyard that we were able to enter after picking up our permit and learning from the ranger how to enter and exit without causing damage.
Can all gravel roads be like this? Downhill forever?
If it's up to me, yes. but I think physics has something else to say about it.
Whee! What is this? It's like 6:15 and we haven't picked a campsite yet. We've passed like 8 campsites, but it's the paradox of choice and none of them are absolutely perfect.
I don't know, I was really hoping we'd camp someplace with a view.
And so we just keep passing them. And then the next one is like not as good.
It's windy.
So we're gonna keep going like 3 miles down the road, further than we thought we were going to do today, to try and find a campsite. And even if it's not perfect, we're still gonna stay there. Okay, sand.
Maybe the wind is gonna die down after the sun sets.
Maybe.
Good morning. It's pretty here.
Yeah. We just woke up in the desert. It's gorgeous. We went about 30 miles yesterday and it was hard and it was mostly downhill. And today we have about 41 miles and it's gonna be mostly uphill. But we really want to camp at Muley Point. We'll see how it goes.
Only downfall to doing this in the landscape is the radio communication. Like you're supposed to tell me the last vehicle, it doesn't even work.
It's nice that we know that there's no one behind us for a while.
Valley of the Gods. We just left the highway and we're heading into the Valley of the Gods.
How's your lunch?
It's good. It is avocado, mayonnaise packets, and tortilla, sunflower seeds, and tuna in olive oil, which is like 18 times better than tuna not in olive oil, but it's very good. Okay, we've just started the last climb of the day, which is also the biggest climb of the day, and I'm tired.
And we've realized we have way too much water, and instead of just dumping it out, we're giving ourselves little bird baths.
It's been cooler than we expected, and I think you can see where we're going. I think that we are going there. I think that that is the road. So the Moki Dugway goes 1,200 feet up, and it was built in the 50s by Texas Zinc Mining Company to take uranium out of Cedar Mesa and down into Mexican Hat, where they processed it. They don't mine anymore, but we get to go up there. Gotta get your packages. My face is like, I think it might be windburn.
Maybe just reflecting the red rocks.
Maybe. Anyway, we stopped for a snack because our legs didn't want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
But we have to keep going.
1 more mile to the top. We actually have a little bit of, like, a small dip.
Really? I'm so excited for that.
I'm so tired, but I'm also just like smiling ear to ear.
So we started on the gravel road somewhere way out there. Went all the way up, then back, and then all the way up this. And now we're tired. And then we rode off into the sunset. Let's go.
Wow.
Good morning. We are going out to Muley Point proper to see what we can see.
Cool. I'm going this way.
Finally, after packing for like an hour, it's time to go.
Down the hill to Mexican Hat.
Best day ever. The river. Yeah, it's huge. Fry bread with chili and lettuce and tomato and cheese.
We heard from the ranger at the ranger station before we started our ride that this place had the best fry bread she's ever had, so I'm looking forward to trying this. So we just left Mexican Hat and we're biking uphill. Hillary, what did you think of the fry bread?
I thought it was pretty good. I think that my fry bread had chili on it, and so it wasn't quite as crispy as it could have been, but
Mine was really good. It had carbs and fat and it was delicious.
yeah, I mean, I feel great.
How's that ice cream sandwich sitting?
Ice cream sandwich. I didn't eat too much of it, so it's okay.
Great. I feel like $1,000,000, thanks for asking. All right, we go down a hill and around a corner, and then we run into a construction zone where they might force us to ride in the back of their truck up the next big hill.
That would be horrible.
A little hotter today, but not bad.
Yeah, still not too terrible.
This climb is brought to you by Sour Punch Watermelons. They're what get us through.
We stopped on the side of the road while the whole line of cars from construction came through. And hopefully we get the next couple miles of road to ourselves downhill, and then we turn on to gravel.
Did we pass it? Oops. There it is. It's the only tree. And it's our tree.
You're enjoying the shade. I'm coming too.
And the only tree.
In the whole valley.
The only one.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have some trees at camp. That last camp did not look at all appealing. Oh! Good job, Hillary.
That is neat. This is weird.
Oh, hi. Welcome to my TED Talk. Today I'd like to tell you about white clay, little rocks, and big cliffs.
Wait, Chris, what do you know about white clay and little rocks?
They are here and here, and the big cliffs are up there. Now you know everything I know. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
We learned later that the white clay is bentonite clay. It's volcanic ash weathered by seawater back when this landscape was covered by an ancient inland sea. The big cliffs are Comb Ridge, and right now we're in what's called Comb Wash. Together they create a surreal landscape. It feels like being on another planet. You know that awe and reverence we saw in others when they talked about this place? This is the moment that it hits us full force. Hi, Chris. Turn off your light.
Good morning.
How was your night?
I slept really well until I was sleeping on the ground because there was a hole in my sleeping pad.
How did you fix it?
An instant tube patch. Last night, the tent tried to roll down the wash when the wind picked up just after sunset, and so we were a little frantic, and I didn't do any site prep, and then I kind of forgot to until I was kicking myself at 3 a.m. for not doing it. Oops.
Back to Earth. There's a little building out there. I don't know much about this, but I can tell you that Pablo was here at least twice. I think so.
Hi, how are we doing?
We're doing fine. We're on a side quest. We are walking in sand, and it's not the easiest going.
And it's just hot.
Yeah.
We found water.
Here it is. It's even flowing.
Water in the desert. So exploring the plateau doesn't require a permit, but heading into any of the canyons does here in Bears Ears. And I just forgot our permit, so I'm going back to get it. Got it. What'd you think?
Really cool. Glad we're here.
Glad they're here.
Side quest accomplished. Oh, I have watermelon somewhere. Not available. Break time with the petroglyphs. Well, our shirts are dry and we're hot. We're ready for lunch. So hopefully we can find a place in the cottonwoods by the creek.
I don't think there's a creek.
I won't get my hopes up too much. No, I
We
think
just need money, Chad.
I think this is more than enough.
you.
Sure? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you so much.
For the beers.
Take care, guys.
Thanks,
You too. Bye, Sancho. Yeah.
Oh my god. It's so good.
Cheers.
Beer
Well,
naps.
we drank our cold beer. We took a nap in the shade, and now it's time to get going again.
We have to.
We have to. It's ridiculous. So after our beer break, we spent most of the rest of our lives biking on sand. Thanks for breaking trail. Seriously, it's noticeably easier as long as I stay in your tire tracks, which was miserable.
That hurt.
They almost get stuck in it.
One slowpoke. Are you ready? There's more of it. Unpopular opinion. I've never been more excited to see pavement.
And now we're working on biking up 1,300 feet into the sun at the end of the day. And it's hard, but it's so much better than the sand.
Oh, look at the pretty snake.
Closed. This is a video of Hillary being my lamp.
We just left our bikes at a trailhead and we're going to go see another ruin.
We're headed to the house on fire about a mile up another canyon.
How are those shorts working out for you?
There are a lot of scratchy plants here that are covered in thorns, but
It's actually like there are so many thorns on it that not one individual thorn, like I'm not getting poked by them, it just kind of scratches my leg. So it's really not that bad. Just trying to talk myself into being okay with my decisions.
I realized we haven't actually talked about the ruins much. They are from the ancestral Pueblo people. They lived in this area from about 700 AD to about 1350 AD. They tended to spend winters in the south-facing walls of canyons in buildings that they built to collect the heat. In about 1350, the climate warmed up a little bit and they moved out of this area and down into New Mexico and Arizona, where I think there was more water, and became the Pueblo people of today. And then there's Navajo and Ute people that also call these their homelands as well. We have gone all over the world to look at cool old ruins and enjoy the history of like the Mediterranean, but we haven't actually spent that much time learning about the ancient history of the United States. And so it's fun to get to see some of the art and architecture that's unique to this place. We finished at House on Fire, and now we have a few more miles back to the car, the first 7 miles of which are uphill, so home stretch.
You probably can't see it, but behind us down in the distance is Comb Ridge, and it looks really small from here.
Those clouds are really cool.
Huh?
The clouds are really cool.
Yeah. Whew. Surprise! I don't know why I fell.
You were looking.
I wasn't though.
Oh, okay.
I was just biking.
It needs to be fed.
Oh, creepy and weird.
So,
You look naked. What is it? Ah! I don't know what it is. Darkling beetle. It's the scariest thing it'll ever do. I farted.
Wind's blowing the right way though, so fart on, farted.